continue with subtracting improper and mixed fractions, I have a whole number and a mixed fraction. I have two options. The first one is to subtract the whole numbers first. So 4 minus 2, which equals 2. That leaves the proper fraction, which I still need to subtract, so that's 2 minus the third, and by intuition I know that's going to be 1 and 2/3. To continue with the fraction work, I write the 2 in fraction form by putting it over 1, minus the 1/3. I now have two fractions, different denominators, so I need equivalent fractions. The common multiple of the two denominators is 1 times 3, so I multiply the 1 by 3 and I do the same to the 2, and I multiply the 3 by the 1 and I do the same to the numerator. And that equals 2 times 3 is 6 over 3 minus 1 over 3. Same denominator, so I can subtract the numerators. So 6 minus 1 is 5 over the common denominator of 3. 5 over 3 can be written in mixed fraction form. There's 1 3 in 5, so that's 1 whole. That leaves 2 out of 3. The second method is if I take the whole number, the 4, and put it in fraction form straight away, minus the mixed fraction needs to be written in top heavy or improper fraction form straight away again. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7 over 3. Now I have two fractions with different denominators, so equivalent fractions required. 4 over 1 minus 7 over 3. I multiply the 1 by the 3, so 1 times 3. Do the same with the 4. Multiply the 3 by 1, do the same with the 7. So that gives me 4 times 3 is 12 over 3 minus 7 over 3. Same denominator, I can subtract the numerators. 12 minus 7 is 5 over common denominator of 3. Again, that's 1 and 2/3. In the case of subtracting mixed fractions, again I have two options. The first option is to subtract the whole numbers. That's the 2 minus the 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. That leaves 1/4 minus 2/5. Different denominators, so I need equivalent fractions. 1 over 4 minus 2 over 5. Common multiples of the denominators is 4 times 5, so multiply the 4 by 5, do the same to the numerator. Multiply the 5 by the 4 and do the same to the numerator. And that equals 1 times 5 is 5 over 20 minus 2 times 4 is 8 over 20, and common denominator of 20, so I subtract numerators. 5 minus 8 is minus 3 over 20. I now have to put the 1 and the minus 3 over 20 together, so that's 1 minus 3 over 20. And I know by intuition that should be 17 over 20. To continue with the fraction work, I put the 1 over 1 to put it in fraction form, minus 3 over 20. Different denominators, so equivalent fractions required. 1 over 1 minus 3 over 20. I multiply the 1 by 20 and I do the same to the numerator. I multiply the 20 by 1 and I do the same to the numerator. That equals 20 over 20 minus 3 over 20. Same denominators, subtracting numerators. 20 minus 3 is 17 over 20. The second method is where I take the mixed fractions and I turn them into improper top-heavy fractions straight away. So 2 1/4 becomes 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9 over 4 minus 1 2/5 becomes 1 times 5 is 5 plus 2 is 7 over 5. Different denominators, so equivalent fractions required. 9 over 4 minus 7 over 5. Common multiple of the denominators is 4 times 5, so multiply the 4 by 5. Do the same with the numerator. Multiply the 5 by 4, and I do the same to the numerator. 9 times 5 is 45 over 20 minus 7 times 4 is 28 over 20. Same denominators, so I subtract the numerators. 45 minus 28 is 17 over 20, and that's the same answer, so it is correct.